With the launch of the I-Pace and the E-Trophy and that sort of thing, could you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, really historic time for Jaguar Land Rover, for Jaguar particularly. This week we've launched the new Jaguar I-Pace, our first battery electric car, so it's fantastic that having kind of started informally as a platform to obviously raise awareness. The fact that we have electric cars in our plans for the future, we now realise that with the launch of I-Pace. So a really big week for us and a really big week for the industry as we start to see the premium, the major established premium automotive manufacturers start bringing battery electric cars to market. So it's great to be first to market with our car.
And how is that race to road relevance working out? Because obviously is the main reason that Jaguar got involved, I imagine.
Yeah, it's why you see so many premium OEMs and just manufacturers in general joining Formula E. The reality is the technology transfer is absolutely real from Formula E to our production cars. The hardware may not be the same, but the principles of how we make battery electric cars go faster for longer is absolutely relevant. And so, it's a key reason why we're involved, and I have no doubt it's a major factor in other manufacturers' decision to join Formula E.
On track, what do you make of the way the season has started? Are you happy that you're sort of up there in the championship and Nelson's doing well, or frustrated that the pace has almost been there?
Yeah, from our perspective, going into this year, we knew we were taking a big step change, and what we've now seen over in the first race is we have good, consistent form. So it's not just like we had a flash in the pan in Hong Kong. We followed that up with really strong pace in all the races so far this season. So from our perspective, absolutely, we're on track in terms of where we expect to be. I would say, however, though, that we're at the point now where actually, of course, we can see moments maybe where we could have even done better than the result we achieved. So from that perspective, we're hungry to take that next step now. And I think we've just shown the great progress we're making, both from a car point of view and a team point of view. And I think when everything falls into place for us, I don't think we've seen that yet in a race weekend this season, where everything is falling into place to actually show our true potential. So really exciting time for us, but a lot of hard work to still do, and no doubt every weekend gets more difficult and everyone continues to move forward. So no one's stationary in this formula, that's for sure.
Everything sort of fell into place for you here last year. Mitch Evans getting your best result of the season. It was, does it bring back good memories coming back?
Yeah, without doubt. Last year, this moment was a huge boost for us emotionally, and after a lot of hard work establishing a team from nothing, really bringing a great team together. Although it was a challenging learning year, we knew that, which was definitely a highlight. So we come back here with real positivity about Mexico, and hope we can continue that good form here.
Well, let's move on now to Thomas from DS Performance, the technical director. Welcome to Mexico City. How would you rate your first 4 races? There's been pace, there's been wins for Sam, but maybe not the consistency you would have wanted?
Yeah, we had a good pace and a good performance on the first part of the season. Obviously, as we already explained, we take the decision for season 4 to optimize the car and to look for consistency and to look quite a lot of details to improve the car slightly and to use 100% of it, which worked quite well, to be honest. We are a bit frustrated by some technical issues, which make us lost a bit of points. So it's also part of motorsport. We are working on it. We are working hard to try to put this behind us now. So yeah, it was a good performance, maybe not at the level of consistency we were expecting.
So those reliability problems mean both your drivers have 10th place grid penalties for Saturday. Does that change the way you approach the weekend, knowing that you will start the race at best 11th?
Yeah, of course. Let's say with the car we have and the drivers we have are more used to fight for the first positions during quali, and so we are expecting to start in front of the grid, which will not happen there for sure. So we obviously will start the race and prepare the race to look for points and to look for solutions to get some points, knowing that we will start from the back of the grid.
And how pleased have you been with Alex Lynn so far this season? Obviously Sam's up there in the championship fight, and Alex is in his first full season.
Yeah, he's a very great driver. As I think already everybody knows, Formula E needs experience, so we know that Alex is very quick. He showed it on his very first race in New York last year where he get the pole. He is very consistent, he's working hard, and he's making good progress, so we are very optimistic on on his performance in the coming race. As everybody knows, you need a couple of races to get in the pace for young drivers, and Alex will be one of the front runners soon.
Thank you. Mark, turning to you. Hello. How do you reflect on a historical 1-2 for Techeetah? Did you know that you were about to break that record to be the first team to be a 1-2, or was it? Did you assume it had been
on television? You were probably saying it on television.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have it on the TV, so probably not. Although we guessed it was.
And does that make you proud?
Yes, to be the first to do that in the series, that's great. Yeah, to have another win, is obviously brilliant, and to obviously see Andre up there as well on the podium is great for us, and hopefully that'll continues on to the rest of the season.
Have you had to build in any, because the radio went down and that caused a lot of problems and almost, well, I don't need to tell you. And have you had to, bring in extra measures to communicate with the drivers after that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the old-fashioned pit board, we did have it in the race, and we did obviously put a lot of information onto the pit board, but obviously after a post-race analysis we realised we could do more, so we've had a long discussion with the drivers about what we can put on the pit board if it happens again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing happens this race.
Did the drivers look at their pit board, or do they just rely on the radio and sort of not think to it?
That's a good question. I think I have to re-ask them. Yes, they usually do look at the pit board. We don't put it out all the time. I suppose because of the way these tracks work, normally in a different type of race series we might be on pit wall, for example, and there's normally a pit board beside the pram perch. But in this series we're obviously a long way back or certainly in Santiago, a long way back from the straight, so sort of half and half I suppose, but from now on it'll obviously be there, ready to go.
So, do you think you're going to extend your lead at the top of both championships this weekend?
I mean, I'd hope that we're competitive here again. We obviously had a really good test in Marrakesh, which is a flat sort of circuit like this. So I'm hoping that the test day there and plus the race last weekend puts us in good stead. Obviously, Jev had a good race here last year, and was a bit frustrated that didn't win. But obviously, Lucas did a great job last year in winning from the back. So hopefully, we're well prepared for the weekend.